Good evening, everybody, and welcome down to Soft TV, the singer-songwriter series. My name is Anastasia, standing in for Farid Long today, and we've got Farid Long and friends. Here they are.
Love you, I 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 love you, I. Every time I pass you by the corridor, you always telling me I keep your eyes on the floor, boy. Know it's that emotional thing, yeah. I'm trying my best. Gonna be a one-night thing, well, yeah. Since you've gone, I've been going insane night to dawn. I keep calling your name all the time, but I'm still all the same. Love you, I 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 do, love you, I do. Love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I, yeah. I find that wrong. Gone. I've been going insane night till dawn. I keep calling your name all the time, but I'm still all the same. Love you, I 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 do, love you, I do, love you, I do, love you, I 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 do. Love you, I do. Love you, I do. Love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I.
Thank you very much, and my name is Farid Long, the usual host on Soft TV, and of course with us this evening is the young, beautifully talented Anastasia Francis, one of the Soft TV alumni actually, and she's be hosting this event for this evening. And say hi, Anastasia.
Hi, everybody, and hi, Farid. How are you guys today?
We're great, we're great. It feels kind of weird, you know, it feels a bit weird because...
To be on that end?
Yeah, to be on the other side of the camera, the other side of the microphone, I should say, as a performer, and not as the usual host. But at the same time, I'm really excited about the band that we've got here today.
Speaking of the band, would you like to introduce each member of the Farid Long and Friends project?
Oh yeah, that's right. Basically we have got some of the best, and I'm not saying that with any kind of boast or anything, but we've got some of the best musicians around in town, and I want to quickly introduce you to some of them. First of all, on drums, we've got Zane.
Yeah, peace.
Zane's been playing with me for the last, I think, 10 years or so, right? In different bands, including one of our three-piece acts that we used to do, The Sign of Time, and we used to do a lot of Who covers and stuff, yeah. And of course, one of Singapore's, if not Southeast Asia's, best percussionists and drummers, Rizal Sanip,
Wow.
with us.
Hi,
This
Rizal.
evening. Hi, hello. Yeah, and of course, my partner in crime, my right-hand woman in my band Retro Groove, Fiona Jeremiah, of course. And we've got the newest member of Retro Groove, I should say. He just joined us in January, because I'm trying to hand over my guitar duties over. That's Fuzz Eron, who just joined us, and he'll be playing lead guitar.
Hi.
Hi, Fuzz.
And of course, youngest member of the band,
Yeah.
Mr. Yochang Lim on bass. Yeah. So basically, we've got, as I said, quite a large collection of great individual musicians, and hopefully that we will have a blast for this evening and for the subsequent shows that we'll be doing at the Esplanade and so on.
Yes, so yes, I understand that you're putting together a show for the Esplanade on the 3rd of August, am I right?
That's correct, yeah.
So would you like to tell us a little bit about that show?
Yeah, definitely. One of the things about the show is that they actually came to me to do my original songs.
Okay.
But ever since I started hosting Soft TV, and I've been exposed to really excellent talents, young talents, including yourself, I might add.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it seemed a shame to just feature me alone and then do a set of covers and whatnot. I was thinking that it's better that I can try and get as many of the Soft TV alumni people to actually perform in the show with me. And that's what it's going to be all about. We've got people like Chris, who's here with us in the studio, Chris Lister.
He's hiding in the corner.
Yeah, he'll be coming on and doing his collaboration with me in a bit. We've got people like Deborah Tan, Beverly MF from the Green Beats movement, yourself, of course. And so it should be quite a blast on the day.
Yes, I'm actually really looking forward to the performance, because we've been having so many rehearsals and so much of a collaboration, and it's going to be great.
So basically, like I said, it's not just a matter of us playing our songs and me playing my songs and stuff. It's also a chance for me to collaborate with the young up-and-coming musicians, not only in Singapore, but as far as Indonesia as well, the Stars Band. I had a good time with them,
yes,
jam
we
session
know.
up in Jakarta. And so, yeah, basically it's good stuff. And I think for music, it's got to be a feel-good factor. Everybody's got to feel good about it. Everybody's got to have fun. And we need to do our homework, our stuff, and get things done right for the performance. But at the same time, we need to have fun and really be ourselves. Yeah.
All right. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, you're hosting Soft TV every week. So would you like to tell us how you got involved in music? How old were you, maybe?
Okay. Throwing the curveball questions.
I asked how old were you, not how old are you.
Everybody knows me as I'm 24.
Forever 24, yes, we
right.
we know.
I first started playing music way back in 1985, I think it was. That was my first ever gig. I don't know, I can't remember. It wasn't a paid gig. It was I think that was my first band, The Shades. And that song actually, that first song, Love You Ida, was with The Shades, recorded with The Shades way back in the 1991, I think, or 1990, something like that. And we started playing in 1985, church shows.
Church shows?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Christian. My bass player, he's a Christian, and he had all these, occasions and chances to play in churches and whatnot, Christmas treats and stuff like that. And that's what we did. We started playing because, we wanted to get the exposure at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we were pretty much into it, just like a lot of young bands when they start out. Yeah.
Okay.
So in 85 we started, and then doing the normal competition, you got your battle of the bands, you got your star searchers and all the so-called talents. Back in the day, of course, we didn't have things like Singapore Idol.
There was Talent Time, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I was on Talent Time as well.
You were.
yeah.
So many interesting facts about Mr. Farid Long coming up.
Okay.
We're going to have a bit of juicy
Oh.
gossip later on. But for now, can I just ask you, I'm really
Sure.
curious.
Yeah.
What is Love You Ida? Or who is Love You Ida about?
Well, you know, a lot of singer-songwriters, they actually like to write about the BGR problems. You guys know what BGR is, right?
Yes.
Well, it's what, boy-girl relationship. Well, I was sort of seeing a girl at the time.
And her name was Ida.
Yes, her name was Ida.
Okay.
And at the time, of course, when the song came out, a lot of people mistook Ida for Ida Bhatia, the journalist, for some weird reason. We were friends and everything, but it wasn't about her. It was about somebody else who actually dumped me. So
Poor Farid.
I'm getting some sympathy now.
So women, if you're watching this, Farid needs some sympathy.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
my wife will probably have something to say about that. Yeah. So basically, that's the gist of the song, and I guess, as I say, a lot of young up-and-coming singer-songwriters, they do write about their first loves and whatnot. And
So Ida was your first love.
Well, let me see.
Okay, stop counting. It's okay. So is Love You Ida actually the first song that you wrote?
No, it wasn't. Believe it or not, the first song that I ever wrote was a tune called Southward Bound.
Okay.
And that's the tune that's going to be performed by a duet with me and Chris Lister. And this was written back in 1985, I think it was. And I grew up listening to different genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with, country, believe it or not.
Country?
Yeah, I listened to
That's
country
interesting.
music. I went into Latin stuff. And then as the years progressed, into rock and to pop and stuff. And then even a little bit of jazz and stuff. And, So basically, I've been exposed to a lot of different elements of music. And I think around the time I wrote that first song, Southward Bound, I was into that country music mode.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice song, and we're looking
thank
forward to hearing it later.
Thank you very much. It had to be Elvis thing, yeah.
Farid, would you like to tell us a little bit about your influences? Who are your biggest influences and why?
Biggest influences, there have been many and varied. Well, I would like to say, first and foremost, as a singer-songwriter, it would definitely have to be Paul Simon.
Okay.
Big fan, even from the days of Simon and Garfunkel, and especially so when he went solo, and he started getting into different genres of music. He started off with folk with Simon and Garfunkel, and he went on into world music, African stuff, the Latin stuff in later years, and then new wave, and he's such a timeless artist, and he's been a big influence, not only in terms of songwriting, but in terms of lyric writing as well.
Yes, I love it. They're beautiful lyrics.
Yeah, so big influence. In terms of rock music and bands, I love bands like The Who.
Okay.
They've been a big influence on me as well. And of course, growing up, listening to AC/DC and good old rock and roll bands. As for guitar players, I would say Jose Feliciano was the first real guitar virtuoso who influenced me. And I was, when I was growing up, I was blown away. And this actually brings me to a short story. I was a late bloomer, actually, very.
What do you mean by late bloomer exactly?
Well,
it can mean a lot of things.
I see that mischievous twinkle in your eye. Basically, well, as I mentioned, I really didn't start early. I only started playing guitar at age 17.
Okay.
And that was considered quite late because a lot of kids nowadays,
start at 5 years old.
Yeah. But as a young child, and when I'm young, I'm maybe about 5-6 years old. I used to go to Malaysia, to my relative's place, for holidays and whatnot. And I had this uncle who owned a fantastic record collection. I mean, I'm talking about he had like several hundred records, and he had everything, soundtracks, Jesus Christ Superstar. He had all the, the great everything, a bit of rock, blues, pop, Latin, and everything. And he absolutely forbade. No, don't touch my record player. Mean old guy. And
that made you just want to get your hands all over that thing.
I used to wait. I was on holiday, so I used to wait till he goes to work. As soon as his car pulls out and goes to work, I'll go downstairs and I have the whole day to just play through. And
This
it's just,
story sounds very familiar.
yeah, and it just intrigued me, all the songs and all the different music and the different genres, fantastic stuff. Yeah, I loved it a lot.
And how old are you? 17.
No, I was
when you were
about 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, and of course, this same uncle was a guitar player.
Okay.
He was more of a jazz guitar player, and well, he never did teach me anything at all. But I was always intrigued at the way he played and whatnot. So finally, when I was, I think, around the age of 17, when I first started picking up guitar, he actually taught me the first 4 chords: C, A minor. You get the C, A minor, F, G, and from there. So what I did was I got one of those cheap. I didn't even buy it. It was somebody gave it to me. A cheap Let It Be. You know those cheap Let It Be songbooks, right? And they've got all the chord things and the last few pages.
Back in the days before YouTube and Google.
Yeah. No Google, no YouTube.
So kids, you have it very easy nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. No tabs, no nothing. Okay, Let It Be songbook, flick to the end. Okay. Okay, this is how you play B minor. And of course, at the time when I first started, it was something like that, Yeah, but and I guess I persevered at it because I could play guitar relatively well within about 2 weeks. I was like,
within 2 weeks, you could play 4 chords.
I could go through the gamut of all the chords. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty much intensive in that sense. Really interested, and and from there I just started joining local bands and stuff and playing with different kids around my neighborhood and my school and. Started playing music. Yeah.
I really like that story. I think it's really interesting how Farid's uncle, who actually told him, "Do not touch my record player," became the one that inspired him to do his music, and he's basically responsible for who you are today and all these beautiful songs that you're writing.
Thank you very much.
It's kind of true.
Thanks for the compliment. I don't know if the word inspired is the right. I think I did it in defiance, obviously.
well, it happened that way, and it's ironic in a way.
Yeah, ironic maybe a bit, but like I said, it wasn't not so much defiance. I really wanted to listen to his
record collection,
precious record collections.
Right.
And I guess being exposed at that young age to all the different genres, it really had an impact on me. Yeah.
You can play so many instruments. So just today, I found out that Farid can play. See, all along I knew that Farid could sing and play guitar. And then today in the studio, when we were rehearsing for the 3rd August showcase at the Esplanade, our drummer was a little bit late due to some circumstances. And Farid was like, "Okay, I'm getting on the drums." And I'm like, "Oh, wow, you can play drums." So this guy can play so many instruments. He's multi-talented. Let's hear your second song. So what are you going to play for us next?
Okay, this next second song is yet another song, another so-called BGR song.
Another BGR song. You like this BGR thing a lot, don't you?
Well, all these songs were written early in my career. If you say, I don't know if it's career.
Your late blooming early career.
Yeah, late blooming early career. And it was a song about this girl. She's a foreigner, by the way. And she's not in Singapore anymore.
Where is she from?
I'd rather not say. I'll just say she's back in the States. Yeah.
So she's from, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. You said it.
Yeah. And but basically she was a very free-spirited woman.
Okay.
And I guess she taught me a lot of things, and viewing life in a different perspective.
All right.
In a non-Asian perspective, I guess. And so. Yeah, and around the time, I was actually a lot into the world music thing.
Oh, that's nice.
So basically, I wrote this song, supposedly into like a world music genre thingy, but it came out sounding a bit more reggae, which is anyway world. Yeah. And I guess in the rehearsals when we tried, we just tried different things and came out good. So yeah, that's what we decided to do. And the interesting thing about this is that the chorus is actually in Portuguese.
Is this Gusta?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, this is my new favorite Farid Long song.
Thank you very much.
I really love it, even though I don't understand it.
I'll explain the words to you one of these days over dinner if you buy me dinner.
Okay. Are you going to play that Gusta song for us right now?
We'll do it for you right now. Only for you, Anastasia Francis.
Okay.
All right, this is a tune called Gusta, the Citizen of the World. dreaming of the world. This girl could fill your head with dreams. Flying her flags unfurled in the winds of change. So it seems, living up on a rainbow. She knows no pot of gold at the end. There was a friend who could teach you to make a man. Be your own friend. Be your own friend. Yeah, now
Gusta,
bang bong go
Gusta,
tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca. Gusta,
Bang bong com
Gusta,
tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca.
Come on, I said, don't hesitate. Don't leave your dreams condemned. Read on a page in emotional rage. Your sacrifice is like a lamb. One thing I fear, there's a part of her dormant now in me. As reality is preventing me from loving her. Answer's never clear. Answer's never clear.
Gusta,
Bang bong com
Gusta,
tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca. Gusta,
Bang bong com
Gusta,
tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca.
Come on, I said, don't you hesitate. Don't you leave your dreams condemned. Bleed on a page in emotional rage. Your sacrifice like a lamb. Oh, come on, baby, you and me against the world. All I have to say right now to my brown-eyed girl. Yeah, you sing it with me.
Gusta, bang bong com Gusta,
Tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca. Gusta,
Bang bong com
Gusta,
tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca. Gusta,
Bang bong com
Gusta,
tudo naqui se gente.
dizi ele te brisca.
Thank you very much indeed. We don't have an audience like we normally have here, so I assume everybody's out there is clapping, applauding for me.
Woohoo! That was fantastic. Very long and friends.
Thanks very much. And that song featured Rizal Sanip on percussion, as I mentioned, one of the finest percussionists in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Rizal is pretty awesome.
You wanna say a few words,
Rizal, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah.
Why don't you do that? Hi, Rizal.
This is a surprise.
Surprise!
I didn't know I was supposed to do this.
I'm very good at surprises.
Okay.
So
Shoot.
we've got Rizal with us, and he is the drummer and percussionist for the Farid Long and Friends project. So Rizal, would you like to say a few words and tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe how you got to know Farid?
Okay, a little bit myself. First, I knew Farid from back in the 90s.
Okay.
I was in a different band.
Okay.
And then somehow we always meet each other during our shows,
Okay.
during our gigs.
Okay.
And then only recently, like I met up with him. He was playing at this club. And I say, hey, there's Farid. Yeah.
Prince of Wales.
Can I say that? Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, Prince of Wales. All right. And then we started talking, and then he asked me whether I was still playing music. I said, yeah, I still am. He said, would you like to play in this project? I said, yeah, sure. What do I have to do? You want to play percussion? I said, yeah. So the rest is history. And that's why I'm here now. So I enjoy his tunes that he writes. You know, it's fresh and it's different. That's actually how I got here. And thank you, Farid, for having me. Thank you.
And what about yourself? So when did you start playing music? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Most of us usually, you know, school band, the geeky stuff. You know, that's what we do. And from then, you know, I played music in the army, and then after that, I still play music. And from time to time, I meet Farid, get my own gigs, and then I hope to gig more with Farid. You know what I mean?
Hint, Farid, take the hint.
More gigs.
More gigs. Okay. All right. Thank you, Rizal.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know, guys, I got to share a very interesting story with you about Rizal. And as he mentioned, we used to play in different bands. And I remember that Rizal used to play in a big band, right? Rizal, was it the jazz band or big band setup?
Big band?
Yeah,
like
and
what, 9-piece, 7-piece?
Yeah, you know, with the horn section and everything, jazz
Wow.
band setups. And
That's very cool.
and we used to have an agent who actually booked us
Right.
2 bands, and we get Rizal's band, the jazz band, to start off things.
Mhm.
And then when you got the funky retro stuff, the dance stuff later on will be out. And this was a big show. I think it was for Visa or MasterCard or something like that. It was a really big event at Suntec City or something like that.
Right.
And yeah, Rizal's band came on and did their fanfare and and all that stuff. And okay, fine. And later on, you know, my guys, we came on and we did our thing. And there we were playing. Suddenly, as we were into the set, I was like, hey, how come we got a sound of percussions going on? And turned around and, you know, Rizal had actually unannounced, quietly, you know, secret agent style, sneaked on to the stage with us
Oh
and
my
started
God.
jamming with us. But it was
He
great.
sneaked on stage with his cajon.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
I don't know, what was it? Timbales and stuff. Yeah. And but you know
That's
that it's like
cool.
the spontaneous nature of Rizal and it's great, you know, because it added different colors and different dimensions. And like I said, I've always liked working with different musicians.
Mhm.
And that was a very pleasant surprise. It really added to the sound and the gig. And yeah, just one of those instances, you know, magical moments. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Imagine just like hearing random percussion sounds,
Yeah, suddenly.
and then you turn around and there's another dude on stage with you, and you have no idea how he got there. He just snuck on.
I mean, no,
secret
we
agent style.
knew each other, of course, beforehand. I think we've only gigged with each other like maybe once or twice. Once only, right? Some New Year's Eve show or something like that. Over the years.
Wow, New Year's Eve show.
Yeah, but we've known each other in the circuit and everything, and it was
Mm.
actually occasions like this when we have a chance to play and jam together. It's really fun. Yeah.
Okay.
In more recent times, we've been doing some jam sessions with Chris Lister as well, and of course with the FGL project. And yeah, you know, it's good fun, good stuff. Yeah.
Why are you laughing, Rizal?
Chris is behind.
Oh.
Free plug for Chris Lister.
He's there.
He's there.
So yeah, Rizal mentioned earlier that he really wants to gig with you, and
Oh yeah, definitely.
so now he, you know, like even from back then, he really wanted to gig with you. That's why he snuck on stage.
I was actually, you know, in all honesty, I was a bit intimidated about asking Rizal to play with me because he's.
You
know,
were?
yeah, because he's a musician of such a high stature. He plays with the top guns, you know. So you know, I was wondering. First of all, I was wondering, oh my God, can I afford this guy? Oh wow, you know. But
Mm.
and I mean that in the best way.
Yes.
That, you know, he's such a top-notch musician and player of really top caliber, percussionist and drummer. But I guess eventually, you know, Rizal is pretty much like myself. We both love music, and that is the
Mhm.
basis of everything. And it's fun when we start doing projects like this. You know?
You know, Farid, being a musician myself, I totally get what you mean by, you know, when you said that you were intimidated at first when you wanted to ask him, because I felt the same way. There are so many musicians that I've wanted to play with, and then I've always thought to myself, like, I can't ever talk to this person because they're up there and, you know, I'm here. But then...
You're referring to me, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, when I didn't know you as well, yes. When I met you, I think, the first time.
Yeah, I remember how we met, definitely.
Yes, we told that story on the last episode of Soft that I did. If you guys are interested, you can go and search for Anastasia Francis on Soft.
Plug. Okay.
But yes, so yes, I completely understand what you mean. But the thing is, and this is a pleasant surprise that I had. A lot of these musicians in Singapore that I was afraid or afraid of or intimidated by were in fact very, very nice people. And why their music was so good is because they just loved doing music.
Yeah.
They didn't do it for the money. They just did it because they loved it, and that, you know, it just came out of them.
Yeah,
and
I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with you and we're not just talking about Singapore.
yeah,
I've got musician friends from Australia,
from all over the world,
from
basically.
the US, from the UK, and yeah, it's the same thing. Good musicians
are very humble. They're
exactly
so nice.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
of course, I've had my fair shares of encounters with, uppity.
Yeah, we all have. We all know those
musicians and
types.
whatnot. And it turns out that many a time they are not as they're not all they're cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So normally, like the very good ones that I've had the pleasure of meeting were very humble and very nice and very pleasant to work with. So this could also be a message to all the viewers out there. If you are a musician and you're up and coming, you know you're just starting out and you're nervous about asking someone if they want to jam with you, don't be. Just Farid is always willing to jam.
Yeah.
And just go up to them and send them a Facebook message, whatever.
Yeah, definitely I agree with you wholeheartedly. And of course, talking about nice guys, humble guys, and all and whatnot. I was lucky to get Fuzz, Eron.
Oh,
Not
Fuzz.
only, Fuzz.
Hi, Fuzz.
Not
Hi.
only, let me just say a few quick words about Fuzz.
Sure.
Not only a fantastic guitar player, but as I mentioned, a humble guy. And lucky not only for this FGL project that we're doing for the Esplanade, but also he's a full-fledged member of Retro Groove now.
Yes,
my
I've
main
heard.
band. So it takes a lot of the guitar duties off my hands, so you should be talking to Fuzz, man, the man.
Fuzz.
Hey.
Hi. Would you like to? May I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
So, how did you get to know Farid?
Actually, it's okay.
Okay. Sorry here.
It's a really long time ago. During the 80s. I think.
Not too long. I'm still 24. Yeah.
Right.
And we were from a different band, and
Okay.
we are rivals.
You were rivals.
We are rivals.
Okay.
He was playing with the Shade. I was playing with Asiana, and
With who?
Asiana.
Asiana, okay.
So, that was a long time. I mean, we know each other by hi kind of thing, like, not really know. But after, I think, as we grow older, and we grow matured, and I think I met you, the Kevin Chorus thing. That was the time.
The Golden Landmark, I think.
Golden Landmark, yeah. That was the Golden Landmark thing. Okay, that was the time when I was working at Golden Landmark. I was doing some song for him. Then I said, then money and the rest also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you started. That's how you got to know Farid.
Yeah.
And you're also multi-talented. I heard you singing earlier. We were jamming, having a little jam in the studio before we started, before we went live. And you can sing as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we've heard that you'll be singing a little bit more with Farid in Retro Groove.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hope so.
And just to add, Anastasia, not only is he an excellent guitar player and singer, he's also an excellent songwriter as well.
Yeah,
and,
I think I've heard some of his songs on
on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah. And what we're going to do next is actually to feature one of Fuzz, Fuzz Aaron's songs. Fuzz, you want to tell them about your song?
Okay, the song is actually, title of the song is Children of the World. I was told to write this song during the World's AIDS Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to write about AIDS, and the best thing to write is about children. So
Okay.
that's how the idea come, So that's the song.
So this song is about all the children of
Children
the
of the
world.
world, due to adults, what adults do, then after that, the children getting all the effects kind of thing.
Okay, that's very, very sweet.
Yeah.
I really like that. Would you like to play Children of the World for us right now?
Sure.
Okay. Everyone, this is Farid Long and Friends, Children of the World.
He doesn't know what the world is of a world happy today. You could always wait for a chance for victory. It's a world today we live in, a sad reality. Children of the world, one heart, let's all show them that we can help the children for a cause. It's a world today we live in, a sad reality. Children of the world, one heart, let's all show them that we can help the children for a cause. It's a world today we live in, a sad reality. Children of the world, one heart, let's all show them that we can help the children for a cause. It's a world today we live in, a sad reality. Children of the world, one heart, let's all show them that we can help the children for a cause.
I just had to applaud.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was Fuzz, Eron, everybody.
Oh, it's
Guitarist.
beautiful.
Thank you.
That's such a beautiful song. Well, thank you guys. And that was the third song. And how many songs will you be playing for us tonight?
Well, we actually planned 5 songs at first,
That's
but
right.
we're gonna throw you a little surprise. Maybe do 6 songs instead.
Let's not talk about
hopefully
that
if
till
James and
later.
Leslie doesn't get on our case for hogging their time. Yeah, you know, and of course this time I want to quickly thank James and Leslie Wu, who have been so supportive and so great. You know, coming up with soft.com. And Soft TV, the singer-songwriter series and everything. And really, guys, everybody here, I think James and Leslie deserve our applause for all
Mr.
efforts.
and Mrs. Soft, we all love you.
Yeah, not only the internet side, but all all the endeavors through the years, you know, to promote local music.
Yeah, that's a good shout, Farid. Thank you, James and Leslie. And yeah, we wouldn't have Soft without you guys.
And you know what, Anastasia, talking about Soft, the internet side,
Okay.
this was actually how I recruited Fiona, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was actually, you're a mind reader. I was just going to ask you about Fiona.
were you? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead,
hi,
ask me.
Fiona.
Hi.
Hi. And how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Actually, yes. Very fine. Thank you.
Farid, would you like to tell us a little bit about how you met Fiona and how you
Yeah.
ended up playing with Fiona?
Well, I had formed this band called Retro Groove, I think in 2005 or
I think so. I can't remember.
around.
It's been a long
yeah,
time.
2005 or 2004, something like that.
Okay.
And of course, when we first formed, we were a 5-piece all-guy band.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
and
masculine, a lot of
Yeah,
testosterone.
Too much, too much testosterone. And and many of time when we used to do gigs, we used to get requests for songs done by female artists.
Okay.
And we, of course, being an all-guy band, we didn't have a female lead.
Okay.
You know? And so what I did was and there are a lot of people doing this advertising in soft.com
Right.
for musicians wanted, lead guitarists wanted.
Yes, I
keyboard-
remember that. I think I was
And,
one of those people.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And so basically, I put an ad out in Soft, and I've got quite a few replies actually, shortlisted down to 3. Fiona was obviously one of them. I had a chat meeting with the other two candidates, of course. Of course, to be honest with you, they had better credentials, I should say. But of course, the thing about Fiona was that she was so enthusiastic.
Sweet.
Yeah, she is. Oh, she is sweet. I haven't tasted her. Okay. All right, I'll rate it stuff. Anyway, yeah, but the thing about Fiona was that her enthusiasm, because we kind of laid down the law.
Okay.
Like, okay, we're going to rehearse such and such time on such and such day, late nights, can you do it? And we're doing shows, da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, yeah, okay, no problem. And of course, through, for the many years that she's been playing with me in Retro Groove and in some other band projects and all that, we also do a duo, a two-piece acoustic thing called what's it called, Fiona? You can say it out. You say it out so much better than me.
Farid and Fiona, the retro experience.
There you go. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of smaller clubs, just to get some laughs, get some kicks, make a little bit of cash on the side, I should say.
Yes.
Make a little bit of cash on the side.
With the emphasis on the word little. Basically that's what we've been doing, me and Fiona, all these years.
Okay.
And of course, having a female vocal instrument, it gives us a chance to do a lot of duet songs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And I love Fiona's vocal harmonies. And Fiona.
Thank you.
Does Farid bully you?
No lah, actually he doesn't.
No. Is it nice to
He
play
just
with Farid?
pretends to bully, but
He pretends.
I'm
He's
the
a big.
best band leader, right?
Yeah.
He's
True,
a big
true.
softie.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
And do things like,
And,
who knows what tomorrow brings? Little stuff like that. A chance to duet and chance that you don't normally get to do, And we'll be doing a couple of duet songs as well for the Esplanade show acoustically, like how we do with the Farid and Fiona
Farid.
the retro experience.
What's with this different pronunciation of your name? So, Farid. But it sounds sexier.
You're in showbiz, so basically it's the glamour. Farid and Fiona, the retro.
What's your name?
experience.
Farid.
Yeah,
Right.
double E's.
And so, what is the next song that you guys will be playing for us tonight?
Well, you know what? Surprise, surprise, Anastasia. The next song is going to be your song.
Oh.
Oops.
Okay.
No, I shouldn't have asked that so early. I should have delayed it a little bit more.
let me tell all the viewers out there about this next song. Anastasia Francis, actually, she was on Soft TV earlier in the year, I think. And you had a beautiful ballad called Rockstar.
Thank you.
A song that you wrote about me. Yeah.
Everything is about you.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, anyway, and it was a beautiful ballad that she did. And two-piece, I think, with Justin, was it? Justin Bannister?
It was with my good friend
piano,
Justin Bannister.
piano, and
on
you're a very good
keyboards.
guitar player, by the way, And of course,
Thank you.
what happened was when I talked to Anastasia about this Esplanade show project, we decided, hey, let's jazz the thing up a little bit. Let's have a different arrangement with a full band, and let's see what happens. And the sessions have gone well. But the interesting thing is that I see that we've kind of changed it from week to week to week.
Yeah, we've changed it every week. We've played the song in total with the full band, maybe I would say 6 times, 3 times for each session.
Yeah.
And every time it's been different.
Yeah. So it's creativity at its best, Yeah. And of course, I think today we had a good take, so I think we can maybe share this with the viewers out there.
Sure. So everyone, this is a song I wrote called Rockstar, and I'm lucky enough to have these wonderful musicians to play the song for me. I hope you guys like it. This beating heart will not be suppressed. This high will not fade into a memory. Even if he never finds heaven in my arms, his hunger keeps calling like a melody. He's unattainable where the water meets the sky. He's a mystery. He's unattainable, but I want him for myself. like hating stardust. The tears I don't permit now scald my eyes. He's unattainable where the water meets the sky. He's a mystery. He's unattainable, but I want him for myself tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there, Anastasia Francis. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll be a big hit at the Esplanade.
Oh, wow. There are going to be so many songs played at the Esplanade. But guys, I have to say thank you to each and every one of you for adding so much flavor to this song.
Yeah, and it's been a fun ride, you know, this whole thing. We've been keeping in touch on Facebook.
That's right.
And on WhatsApp. And, you know, we've got so many different acts, so many different talents. You know, Deborah Tan has got her violinist, the world music thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got the acoustic things going on. You know, I'll be covering a lot of local singer-songwriters and maybe an Indonesian band, the Stars band also one of their songs
are they coming as well?
I would have loved to got them, but because of their schedules, it's a bit tight.
Yes.
And
being in a different country and all, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try and do one of their covers as well because it's such an excellent bands.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool. They're great. They're great girls, excellent singer-songwriters. And they're so dedicated to their craft as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the people who are watching this for the first time, the Soft series for the first time, Stars is actually a girl band from Indonesia.
Yeah,
they're all sisters, and they.
right.
Farid, would you like to tell them about Stars?
Well, actually, they were on one of the, of course, Soft TV alumni. They were on and they performed the first. Well, they were first foreign band on Soft TV.
Okay.
And they were, of course, the first act to actually perform in Bahasa Indonesia.
Right.
Everybody else sang
in a foreign language, right? Like nobody else has done.
Yeah.
And you're the second with Gusta.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Am I? Okay. Part of it, I guess. Yeah, and I guess, music, the words and the meanings, the lyrics are fine and good. I do understand Malay, Bahasa Indonesia.
Okay.
And of course, I found their lyrics like, wow,
Okay.
and their vocal arrangements and their harmonies. And they're a rock and roll band.
Yeah,
what I'm
they're
saying?
very
They're not
cool.
a girl band.
I actually really
Yeah.
like to listen to female harmonies, and being a girl, I love to sing, with other girls and harmonize, and I really like their stuff. I listened to them on the soft episode
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
did, and it was very, very cool.
Yeah. And I caught
Yeah.
their act in Jakarta, as I was telling you.
Yeah.
They played a couple of songs in their set before I joined them.
Okay.
And they just wow me for such young talents, fantastic. And hopefully, I don't know, in future, the Stars Band, a few other softies, people like the Pinholes, acts I really admire. I hope to really have a chance to work with them, collaborate with them.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, definitely.
Well, what would you say about all the other up-and-coming musicians in Singapore?
What do you mean? What do I say?
Would you have anything to tell them, or would you have a particular message for?
That's something I ask every episode.
Well, now I'm asking you.
Yeah, okay. Basically, again, this is pretty much, as to quote some of the ex-performers who've been on, it's pretty much random. Do your best, write, and don't be afraid. If you think you're not good enough, if you think your song is not good enough, no, don't worry. Just keep working at it. Try and expose yourself to different musicians. Try and get to know and to play with, interact with as many musicians as you can. And you'll learn that way. You'll network, I guess. In a business sense, you could call it network. And and once you are ready, and ready for the club scene or for public performance, whatever, all this networking and all your hard work would have paid off. Yeah. So that would be my take on it. Yeah.
That's a great message, Farid.
Thank you.
And personally, how I've always liked to learn as well is to watch bands that I like play live. I love it, and even till now, I love doing it.
Yeah.
And
Because there's such a large genre of music out there, and even in Singapore in the clubs. For example, I'm gonna let you guys talk to Yo.
and again, you read my
Yochang.
mind. I was gonna ask you to tell me about
Well, there
it.
you go. I met Yo. Believe it or
Hi.
not. That's
Hi.
Yo. You wanna tell them yourself about tell everybody about yourself?
Yeah, I'm the bass player, and I met Farid again through Soft,
Yeah, there you go.
and I think it was late 2011, right?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were looking for a guitar player for our band.
Yeah. It was I saw an ad in Soft.
Soft
Guitar Soft the internet site, and it was wanted guitar player for rockabilly band. So I okay, that's interesting. Rockabilly. I know I play country, I play rock and roll. I've certainly played rockabilly, and I thought, well, okay, is this like a jamming thing or? And then so I sent them a message, Soft private message and all that. And yeah, they would tell me, it's for a paying gig, it's for a new club, and now, wow, okay, now I'm really interested, But at the time, of course, I was so busy with different bands, with work and whatnot. I thought, let's see what happens. And you want to tell them about the rest of the story, yo?
What's the rest of his
Yeah.
story?
But unfortunately, he only stayed with us for because he's a very busy man.
He's a rock star, is he?
Rock star, very busy man. So he could only play with us for about 3 to 4 months. Was it?
More longer than that.
4 to 5 months.
6
Yeah.
months.
So you were doing regular gigs with this
Yeah.
rockabilly band.
Yeah, we
for
started
3 to
off
4 months.
twice a week.
Yeah, twice a week.
Yeah.
and-
Nice.
Yeah,
Where
that-
did you perform?
At this eatery called Wheels and Wieners. Yeah.
Ah, that biker bar that is
Yeah,
now
yeah,
closed.
I think
Yeah.
Eastery is an understatement. Yo.
Yeah,
it was
Eatery and pub.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
tribute kind of concept,
Yeah.
kind of bar cafe. They had 1950s memorabilia, and we started off as a 4-piece. I think it was right. Was
Yeah,
4-piece?
4 piece.
They had awesome milkshakes, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had all the
And
Americana.
cheeseburger soup.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger soup. Who has cheeseburger soup? Anyway, back to the sorry.
Yeah, no, great. It's fun to you've been there, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And that's what we did. We played 2 sets a night of
Yeah,
rockabilly.
2 sets a night. And unfortunately, Farid could only stay with us for about 3 to 4 months. But we had a ball of time. Right?
Yeah, because we used to try and be as authentic as possible. I think if you remember that we had to do, or you guys had to do that.
What do you mean by authentic? This word can be
We had to
interpreted
dress
so many
up, you know,
different
we had to
ways.
dress up, we had to grease our hair, you know, and all.
Yeah.
Wow, you greased your hair and you. How did you dress up exactly?
Oh well, I actually kind of like refused to gel my hair, so I kind of like cheated. Before every set, I'll go, you know, just wet my hair and then comb it slick back in. Oh yeah, it looks greased up. I'm greaser enough, to rock and roll. And yeah, your standard white or black tees and black pants folded up.
So did you wear purple or something?
Purple?
You said you
Purple.
refused to do your hair, so did you refuse to wear their colors as well?
No, I wore the colors. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, black. Yeah. And that, you know, that was
Yeah. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
That's
was lots of
nice.
fun because, like I said, we tried to be as authentic as possible. And many a times, especially during the second set, we like, you know, we get people dancing and all that.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, you know, jumping into the crowd and guitar soloing on your knees on the dance floor.
Soloing on your knees on your down on the dance
yeah,
floor.
yeah, you know,
Wow.
the typical rock and roll stuff. you
Will
know.
we be seeing some of that knee dance floor action
No.
on the 3rd of August?
No, no.
I think we should. My personal opinion is that we should.
I've
we should
done
see
all
some of
that guitar with the teeth behind the neck, behind the back, on the knees thing. And for the 3rd of August, it's going to be about the music.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, 3rd of August is going to be a culmination, I should say, of about my 20 years of songwriting.
Mhm.
There are actually quite a large number of songs which I couldn't feature for one
Okay.
reason or another. And you know, this whole ride has been like a roller coaster ride. We had players supposed to play coming in, couldn't play, pulled out at the last
Yeah.
minute, and scheduling has been incredibly, you know, like I said, so many talented
So many
players.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, and so many busy schedules. So scheduling has been a major headache.
But you've pulled through it, and
Yeah,
it's now we're
we've-
almost there.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
We've got one more long rehearsal next week to really tighten things up, and I think we're there. And I trust, I hope, pray to God that we put up a good show on the third of
I'm sure
August.
we will.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it, and
Yeah.
we hope to see all you viewers out there.
Oh, yeah,
at
definitely.
the Esplanade on the 3rd of August.
That's right. It's at the open air theater. So come down. It's a free show, I think. Yeah, free show. Complimentary show. So free seating as well. Come down early. First come, first served. Obviously.
Okay. Would you like to tell us what the next song that you're going to be playing
Okay,
is?
the next song is actually, as I told you earlier, the very first song I wrote, and this is a song called Southward Bound. And
Okay, the
joining
country-inspired
us-
one.
That's right, the country. Yeah, I'll do a bit of country and western for you now, yo.
And we've got Chris Lister with us
That's
for
right,
this
we
song.
got Chris Lister joining us.
Hi, Chris. So Chris Lister was featured on I believe it was Soft TV's very first singer-songwriter episode.
That is absolutely correct. He was the first episode and the first artist.
And the first artist to be featured.
It's correct.
So-
as we make here.
Hi, Chris. Hi. You wanna pass Chris a mic for a little bit? How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. I've just been enjoying the music in the corner over there.
Are your legs cramped yet from sitting on the couch?
Yeah, and actually, I was spread out. I was really comfortable. I was just enjoying the music. No, it's been really good. It's been a really fun day today, actually, with the rehearsals earlier. And meeting all these guys, all these good musicians. It's been really good. So thanks a lot. I'm really honoured
Very
to
much welcome.
be here and
No,
play
we're
with you, you
honoured.
know.
We're honoured.
Awesome. All right, are you guys ready to play Southward Bound?
Yeah. Just want to quickly add just a couple of points. You know, I wrote this song, as I mentioned, way back then. It was my first song ever, and I never recorded it, and never felt that I could possibly find the right person to perform it.
Mm-hmm.
I personally thought that it wasn't a song for me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been in the shelf, in the cupboard, whatever, all these years.
Okay.
Until I met Chris when he did Soft TV.
Mhm.
And I ran through his SoundCloud and his recordings, and I realized what a fantastic country and western player,
Mhm.
purveyor of music that he is. And I thought, wow, okay, this is the guy, And we actually sat in together with Rizal. We sat in for a couple of sessions, and yeah, we came up with something good and decided, let's put this in together with one of Chris's original for the show. We'll save the original as a surprise for the show and just do this this collaboration. And let's see how it turns out today.
All right, this is Farid Long and Friends on Southward Bound.
All right, here we go.
All right, y'all, we're going to take a trip down by train all the way down south. Chris.
Well, I'm a traveling man, got the word in my hands, roving's in my blood, you see. I've been there, I've been there, I've been everywhere, gone from air, road and sea.
Well, that jelly, my dear, I'll make it perfectly clear. Ain't the kind of hang around.
One fine day, we're on my way, gonna be southward bound. Well, I'm southward bound.
Don't know how I'll get my kick.
I'm southward bound.
Fiona, I want to stop if it weren't for the chick. Well, I don't have a key. It's just fine by me.
Like a bee, I be buzzing around. Don't be blue, yeah, I'm crazy about you. Gonna be southward bound.
Take that guitar now, fast. Come on.
Well, I'm southward bound.
Don't know how I get my kick.
Well, I'm southward bound.
Anastasia, you know I wouldn't stop if it weren't for the chick. I don't have a key.
Well, it's fine by me. Like a bee, I be buzzing around. Don't be blue, yeah, I'm crazy about you. I gotta be southward bound.
I'm southward bound now.
Going way down south.
Southward bound.
Oh, come on, let's go south.
Yeah, all right. Good one, Chris.
That was
Everybody, it's
awesome.
Chris Lister.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Like I
Go to
said,
the couch now and watch the rest of it.
So if you guys would like to find out more about Chris Lister that has just played this song with Farid Long and friends, you may go to the Soft TV YouTube page and search for Chris Lister. That's Chris Lister. And yeah, he did the very first episode of Soft TV. Soft TV singer-songwriter series.
That's right, that's right. And I'm really sorry, James, we're taking up so much time today.
We're almost
But
done.
we're having such a ball here.
That we don't want to leave. James,
Yeah.
we're here forever. You're stuck with us.
And I think we pretty much covered everybody.
No, I think there's one
Zane,
remaining member
yeah,
left.
Zane. Let's get
Yes.
Zane to talk a little bit about.
Hi, Zane.
himself.
We haven't forgotten you. We were saving the best for last.
Really? Which part is the best?
The cat.
Nice.
Oh, the cap. This cap given to me by a friend of mine, Ricky Hendricks.
All right.
That's another shout out to Ricky, another good friend of ours, Ricky Hendricks, who's Jimmy's cousin.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
and yeah, we had some good times with him in Singapore as well. We backed him up for a few shows, and excellent. One of those great humble musicians that we talk about. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he's
Nice.
very humble.
So, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to know Farid?
I met Farid probably about 10 years, yeah? More than that, yeah? Actually, he draws me back to play the drum. I already quit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I wasn't confident that time whether should I pursue or not.
Okay.
But I guess he inspired me to return back. Yeah, yeah. So I tried. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very
Just, yeah.
touching. So Farid, you actually stopped playing drums because you were not confident, and Farid.
No, I'm Farid. That's Zane.
I was talking to Zane. Well, so Zane, you actually stopped playing drums
Yeah, about
because
10
you
years,
you
yeah.
were for 10 years. And what made I don't understand the connection. So Farid spoke to you, or you saw him play? How did he inspire you exactly?
Yeah, I met him play that time at Blues Tavern. Yeah, that time. Yeah.
At Blues Tavern.
Yeah, and another person that inspired me is Cedric. He's playing drum that time at Blues Tavern, and he's such a humble character.
Okay.
And he start giving me a few tips here and there. Then suddenly, Farid want to join Battle of the Band.
Farid, did you join Battle of the Bands?
Yeah, as I just could quickly add, we loved doing competitions when we were younger. As far as mentioned, we were rivals here.
Wow.
And
rival behind you.
Yeah, and by the time we actually, with Zayn, we actually got into this Battle of the Band thing. We were just all itchy, wanted to get into competitions.
And wanted to be on TV?
Oh no, it wasn't on TV.
This wasn't on TV.
It was a typical club thing. Okay. We just want to go back to the glory days, so to speak. We did not take it seriously at all. We just put a bunch of friends together and do it. It was Mind's Eyes Battle of the Band,
And Power 98. Right?
Power 98, a radio station.
Yeah.
Okay. So this Battle of the Bands was on Power 98.
Both Battle of the Band and Power 98.
Two separate things.
That's when I start coming back and play drums again.
Nice. Yeah. Well, we're very glad that you're back.
And we got third place for that Power 98.
Nice. right. Congratulations. When was this Power 98 thing?
I think 2007?
2007, yeah.
Okay. Well, Zayn, we're glad to have you back in the scene again, playing music.
And I'm also very happy to play for Farid.
Thank you, brother.
For the third, at this Esplanade, and having Rizal playing the percussion and drum. I'm so happy with so many talents here.
Well, we're very happy to be playing with you.
Thank you, Anastasia.
Thank you, Zayn.
Yeah.
And Farid, so if I may just quickly ask you one or two more questions before we move on to our final song. What is your connection with Soft and Soft TV?
Oh, okay. I first started getting to Soft, the internet site, I don't know, 2004, 2005. And, everybody knows me on Soft as FGL.
Okay.
And I think I was pretty much, misunderstood. Is that the right word, James? Misunderstood on soft.com. Sometimes when you get a lot of the younger members of Soft coming in with their opinions and whatnot, and when we try to express our opinions and our thoughts of it, that may not go down well at all. And so I guess I got flamed. The word is flamed a lot.
You got flamed?
Yeah, definitely flamed a lot.
Oh dear.
Misunderstood. And then
okay.
But of course I've always valued James and Leslie Wu's contribution to local music and all that. And we've seen each other over the years through gigs. I've seen how he tirelessly comes down, films gigs on his own expense at great personal costs and financial costs as well. And there was a mutual respect there. And I guess James thought that I guess I could be good at something, huh, James? And he invited me to host the Soft TV singer-songwriter series, and that was how it took off.
Okay.
So basically, we've had the association for coming to 8 years now, 9.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. From an anarchist in online troll to
Okay. Yeah. So that's how this all started with you and Soft.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's interesting. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And one more thing I'd like to ask you as well.
Ask me anything you like.
Any
question, anything at all. Anything at all. Go ahead.
Okay, I will resist the urge to ask you something very provocative.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out. No worries.
What can be done, in your opinion, to boost the music industry in Singapore?
Okay. Well, you know what? Just to quickly sidetrack for a second, music has been a big part of my life.
Okay.
And whatnot, I've been doing the club scenes and whatnot. We've done a few overseas gigs, etc. But I work actually in the airline business. And during the course of my career in the airlines, I've traveled a fair bit. Australia, Europe, and so on and so forth, Middle East and whatnot. And I've found that the one thing that in many countries, for example, in Australia, it is the community, it's the people of the country. They support their own musicians, and that's what we need basically in Singapore. We need more Singaporeans to support local music, and I think this has been going on, from like when I started in the 80s to the 90s. You go to a CD shop. We had CD shops, in back in the day. For you young people there, yeah.
Farid, I know I'm very young,
yeah,
but I know what CDs are.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, cassette shops, yeah, cassette tapes. Anyway,
Dude, I know what cassette tapes are as well.
Anyway, I mean, for example, you go into a shop like HMV or whatever, you see all local releases, Eric Clapton, Paul Simon, blah, 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 blah. And then you see in the bargain basement area, you see local releases. And I think that stigma of Singaporeans not supporting local music, that has got to change for the better.
Okay.
And on a much larger scheme, there have been a lot of endeavors in the last few months, maybe years or so, that's going on. I see a lot of open mic nights nowadays.
Tons of them.
Yeah, the diaries and
yeah, there was a feature in the Straits Times recently
Yep.
About all the open mic nights going on
Yeah,
around
yeah,
Singapore.
yeah.
And
And while these are actually they're good vehicles, to actually to promote up and coming artists and all that. But I think a lot more can be done. Yeah, maybe more, not so much from the club, but also maybe on the government level.
okay.
Yeah, it can be really pushed. And like I said, first things first, mindset of Singaporeans towards local music has got to change.
Okay.
I've been doing clubs for too long, where we get people coming in and sending requests for please play Smoke on the Water or Hotel California, and really, and there's a saying in the clubs, like, yeah, they're the customers, they have the right to request and all that, but mindset, like I said, in Australia, for example, you hear a local radio station like Triple M, in Sydney, they are blasting local music, Aussie music all the while, or in Turkey, for example, they really, really promote their own culture and their own music, and Western pop music on a secondary basis. So I think that has to be done. That has to change. Yeah.
Okay.
On a much greater scale than what we're doing now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, and that's very true. And it's actually very comforting to know that, the music scene in Singapore is growing rapidly. There are so many young people. I mean, I see like 16-year-olds performing.
Yeah, yeah.
And and they're very good. I didn't have a repertoire of 5 songs when I was 16. Yeah. And, they can play 3 sets on their own. And that's very, it's nice. And of course, it's, as a musician myself, I'm, after today's session especially, I'm so honored to be surrounded by all these wonderful musicians that are such nice and humble people. So you guys, it's been a joy to work with you for this Farid Long 3rd August project. And today has been very fun. We spent 20,000 hours together from the studio to here. And what will be the last song that you're going to play for us tonight?
Okay, we've saved, save the best for last. I don't know if it's the best or not, but okay, this last song is actually a song called The 5 C's.
The 5 C's? Now, Farid, what are the 5 C's? Care to explain?
Okay, this was actually, once again, going back in history, recorded way back in 1991, I think it was. 91 or 1991.
I was 4 years old.
Oh, wow, okay. And this was for this was actually one of the tracks, Love You Ida and the 5 C's, from the Big O New School Rock album.
Okay.
No, New School Rock 2 album.
New School Rock 2.
Yeah, it was called New School Rock.
Okay.
And we actually received quite a fair bit of airplay, and kudos to Big O, who were actually big in promoting local music at the time. And I don't know, for some reason, this is actually one of my, I wrote the song in 5 minutes, and it was like a...
You wrote the song in 5 minutes?
And it was meant like a joke, And
wow.
Yeah, and then what happened was that they had this contest, songwriting contest thingy. And we did Love You Ida, which was well received. But apparently they went nuts over the 5 C's, and we won. I think Fiona's cousins, you had your cousin's band was in that contest, right?
Yeah. Everyone's band and everybody's cousin and brother and friend.
Oh, Eron, yeah. So anyway, the 5 C's, that was the first time we did it for the competition. They liked it. We were recorded. It received a lot of airplay, almost, I think, 3-4 times a day.
Wow, on the radio station in Singapore.
Yeah, on radio station we had like Rediffusion, we had like Class I think we didn't have,
95?
yeah.
Was there 95 back
I can't
then?
remember
Yeah.
the station, but we had a lot of airplay for both songs actually,
Okay.
which actually naturally led to TV appearances. I think we did Gurmit's World, It's Your Move.
Gurmit's World?
Yeah.
I don't even
It's Your Move,
remember
Gurmit's
that.
World, and a host of shows and a host of performances, public performances.
And all this from a 5-minute song?
Yeah, from a 5-minute song.
Cool. So, sorry, what is the 5 Cs about? So,
Okay.
care to explain what the
So
5 Cs
basically,
are?
again, this is in jest. The 5 Cs, well, first C, career, making 50K a year, which was big.
Only? Huh.
Which was big at the time I first started.
50K is nothing.
Yeah, it is nothing now, obviously. But second C, condo. They don't want no HDB.
Okay.
Yeah. Third C, car.
What kind of car?
The expensive kind, I guess.
Okay. Just had to confirm. Next.
Yeah. 4C, credit.
Okay.
Credit cards.
Hmm.
And fifth C, cash.
I like that one. That's my favorite one. Can I have some?
And I felt so honored when I went up to Jakarta because the Stars Band actually they organized the gig and they actually learned the song and
Okay.
backed me up, and I was so surprised and like, wow, really, And yeah, I guess Indonesia has got a taste of the 5 Cs as well.
Oh
But she
no,
did-
you've corrupted all the girls in
No,
Indonesia.
no, she did tell me straight up. No, yeah, Indonesian women are the same. Yeah, we want the 5 Cs too. Yeah.
Maybe they want 10 Cs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that has been the gist of it. Just to quickly add, Siva Choi re-recorded my song,
Okay.
so I made a few dollars out of that
A
as
few
well
dollars.
from the royalties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and yeah, that's basically been a good.
Okay. So this is a pretty cool song about women wanting the 5 Cs in Singapore.
That's right. Well, and I have to add, it's tongue in cheek. Of course, if you take it personally, which means that you really are that kind of woman. So whoever is watching out there.
I personally find this song really funny. It's really awesome. And sometimes the best songs are written in the least amount of time. So everyone, here is Farid Long and Friends on one of his most popular numbers, the 5 Cs.
Well, Singapore women have come a long way. Wanna get these girls? This is what I say. You got to have the 5 C's.
You got to have the 5 C's.
You got to have them 5 C's.
Got to have the 5 C's.
Well, they're so easy to please. Gotta have the 5 C's. Yeah. You see them down at South Central, looking fine and dandy, but hey, Anastasia Francis, she don't want no flowers or candy, man. She wants the 5 C's.
She wants the 5 C's.
Said she wants the 5 C's.
Yes, she wants the 5 C's.
Like some kind of women's disease. Inoculate me with the 5 C's. Here we go. Well, first C, career.
Making 50K a year.
Second C, condo.
Don't want no HDB.
Third C, car.
We don't take the bus.
Fourth C,
Credit.
and fifth C,
Cash.
want the 5 C's. Yeah.
We want the 5 C's.
Said they want the 5 C's.
Yeah, we want the 5 C's.
All these wannabes, they just want the 5 C's. Come on, 5, play some blues. Well, first C, career.
Making 50K a year.
Second C, condo.
Don't want no HDB.
Third C,
We
they don't take the bus. Fourth C,
Credit.
and fifth C,
Cash.
want the said they want the 5 C's.
Yeah, we want the 5 C's.
All these wanna be, they just want the 5 C's. They're gonna take it home. I said, Singapore women come a long way. You wanna get these girls? This is what I said. She got to have the 5 C's.
You gotta have the 5 C's.
You got to have the 5 C's.
You gotta have the 5 C's.
I guess it's just me on me. You know, I said, my woman been messing around behind my back with some drummer with American, driven by Ricky Hendrix hat, yeah. See, I see my woman messing around behind my back with some bass player playing a Fender jazz bass by the name of Yo, yeah. I see my woman been messing around behind my back with some guitar player with a Fender guitar that I think should be mine, yeah. Woman been messing around behind my back with another woman who's got tattoos on her arms, yeah. Fiona, Jeremiah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But you don't know what?
What?
You don't know what?
What?
My name is Farid FGL Long. These are my friends. And we're going to have a good time because we've got the 5 C's. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was awesome.
Thank you very much.
So your woman's messing behind your back with another woman with tattoos, and her name is Fiona Jeremiah, and you think Fuzz's guitar should be yours.
Yeah, you get the gist of the story, yeah.
That was awesome. And yeah, thank you, Farid, and thank you guys for the awesome music tonight. We've had a really enjoyable evening, and see you guys on the 3rd of August at the Esplanade.
Esplanade, yeah, the open air theater, yeah.
The open, right in front of the water, am I right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay,
That's right, yeah.
so thank you everybody for watching. My name is Anastasia Francis. It's been a pleasure. Good night.